friends, welcome to RV Academy. In my today's class, I am going to discuss one question paper problem on cash flow statement. I have taken this problem from 2019 question paper. Question number 8. Given below are the balance sheet of Ramachandra and Sons. On the liability side, creditors 50,000, 54,000. Loan from bank 50,000, 60,000. Mrs. Chaitra's loan 25,000 nil. Capital 1,35,000, 1,63,000. On the asset side, cash 20,000, 8,000. Debtors 40,000, 60,000. Stock 45,000, 35,000. Machinery 90,000, 65,000. Land 40,000, 55,000. Building 25,000, 54,000. Total 2,60,000, 2,77,000. During the year, a machine costing 20,000, accumulated depreciation 4,000, sold for 6,000. The provision for depreciation against machinery as on 1st of January 2017 was 35,000 and on 31st of December 2017 50,000. Net profit for the year amounted to rupees 55,000. You are required to prepare a cash flow statement. See, in this particular case, it is a proprietary concern. The cash flow statement can be either prepared for partnership firm, proprietary concern, joint stock company. How can I come to know that whether it is a proprietary concern, partnership firm or a joint stock company? By looking at the balance sheet on the liability side, you can identify whether it is a proprietary concern, partnership firm or a joint stock company. In case of a proprietary concern, they give capital, only capital. You can just look at the balance sheet. Capital 1,35,000, 1,63,000 is given. In case of joint stock company, they mention as share capital. It will be equity share capital or preference share capital or both equity and preference share capital. P&L account, general reserve will be given separately. In case of partnership firm, they will mention partners capital account. Now, this is one of the particular case belongs to proprietary concern. When proprietary concern maintains the books of accounts and prepares the financial statement, any profit earned during the year will be transferred to capital account, but it will not be done in case of joint stock company. In case of joint stock company, there is no any such provision to transfer the profits earned to the share capital. It will be kept in a separate account called profit and loss account. It will be kept in profit and loss account. They maintain a separate account, profit and loss account, general reserve account or accumulated profits account, etc. It cannot be transferred to capital. But in case of proprietary concern, since the sole trader, whatever profit earned will be transferred to his capital, whatever amount he withdraws from the business will be deducted out of his capital. So before I go to the cash flow statement, first let me explain on the liability side, we will be having long-term liabilities and the current liability. Which are the items goes to which particular thing should be identified: operating activity, investment activity or financial activity. In this case, liability side, creditors is going to be taken in the operating activity. Loan from bank, it is always long term, goes to financial activity. Mrs. Chaitra's loan, again it is a long term, goes to financial activity. Capital again goes to financial. All long term liabilities will go to financial activity. All current liabilities goes to operating activity. In the liability side, either it goes to operating activity or it goes to financial activity. All long term liabilities goes to financial activity. All current liabilities goes to operating activity. On the asset side, all current assets goes to operating activity. All long-term or fixed assets goes to investment activity. And while preparing the accounts, first we should prepare the accounts only when there is certain adjustments given. With regards to machinery, they have given an adjustment during the year. Machine costing 20,000, accumulated depreciation 4,000, was sold for 6,000. The provision for depreciation against machinery as on 1st of January 2017 was 35,000 and on 31st December 2017 50,000. So with regards to machinery, they have given an adjustment. So I will prepare machinery account. Only when there is an adjustment you create the account, otherwise not necessary. Don't waste your time creating all the ledger accounts. Only when there is an adjustment, to find out the missing values or missing figures, we need to prepare the account. So here I will prepare the machinery account. I prepared a machinery account here. I have taken the opening balance here. To balance brought down, in the balance sheet it is given 90,000. This is after deduction of provision for depreciation. This is nothing but written down value. We have to convert that into cost value. When provision for depreciation is given in the adjustment, add the opening provision to the opening balance of the asset. Machinery 90,000 plus opening balance of provision for depreciation 35,000. 90 plus 35, it comes to 1,25,000. Similarly, closing balance, it is given 65,000. The closing balance of provision for depreciation is 50,000, is to be added to the asset 65,000, it becomes 1,50,000. That means what? We are converting the written down value of the assets into cost value. When provision for depreciation is given in the balance sheet, no need to add. When provision for depreciation is given in the adjustment, we need to add the provisions to the respective asset account. 90,000 plus 35,000, 1,25,000 is the original cost of the asset. Written down value is 90,000. Similarly here 65,000 plus 50,000, 1,15,000. Original value is 1,15,000. Written down value is 65,000. After that, the machinery is sold for 6,000. By bank sold 6,000. Accumulated depreciation on the part of the machinery which is sold is 4,000. So depreciation provision 4,000. The original value or original cost of the asset is 20,000. That means what? 20,000 rupees asset sold for 6,000. Accumulated depreciation 4,000. So when you add up these two, it comes to 10,000. The difference between the original cost and these two values is 10,000. That is nothing but a loss. So loss by P&L account, loss 10,000. Once again I will explain this part. Total original cost of the asset is 20,000. The accumulated depreciation on that is 4,000. 20 minus 4, it comes to 16,000, which is sold for 6,000. So 6,000 by bank sold. What is the remaining? That is 10,000, which is nothing but a loss. So the 20,000 asset is sold for 6,000. So there is a loss of 10,000. That loss I have written here 10,000 rupees. After all these adjustment, when you total this side, the credit side is more 1,35,000, debit side is 1,25,000. There is a difference of 10,000. That is nothing but purchases balancing figure. 10,000 rupees is a purchases balancing figure. After preparation of machinery account, I have to create a provision for depreciation account to find out the missing value. Opening balance of machinery, provision for depreciation on machinery is 35. This 35 I have taken here, 35,000, and closing balance 50,000. This 50,000 comes here, this 35,000 comes here. And this provision for depreciation on sold asset 4,000 by to machinery 4,000. This side total 54,000 minus this balance 35, the remaining 19,000 is the provision for depreciation made. So this is a balancing figure. This value is not mentioned anywhere in the problem, and this value is not mentioned anywhere in the problem. So to find out these two missing figures, I have created these two accounts. Similarly, in the capital account, certain information is missing that we need to find out. What is the information? To find out that, I have created a capital account. I took the opening balance 1,35,000. closing balance 1,63,000 which is given in the balance sheet. Opening balance 1,35,000, closing balance 1,63,000. And profit for the year is given in the adjustment. Net profit earned 55,000. In case of proprietary concern, the net profit whatever earned will be added to the proprietor's capital, so that it is taken in the capital. So I will going to take up on the credit side 1,35,000 plus 55, 1,90,000. Out of that, deduct 1,63,000 opening balance. 27,000 is the difference. This difference is nothing but drawings. There is a shortfall on the debit side. That is nothing but the drawings made by the proprietor to bank drawings balancing figure. First, we need to prepare these three accounts. It is given in the adjustment, machinery account, provision for depreciation and capital to find out the missing values. Nowhere it is mentioned in the problem. So this information we need to find out. Machinery account, purchases of machinery, provision for depreciation, depreciation provision made during the year, and drawings made by the proprietor 27,000. After all this, we have to prepare the cash flow statement. Let me prepare the cash flow statement for this. Before we start with the cash flow statement, first let me tell you some of the important aspects. There will be liabilities and assets given in the balance sheet. On the liability side, we can find two items. One is long-term liability, other one is the current liability. On the asset side, we will be having current assets and the fixed assets. When you are taking the items from the liability side, if it is a long-term liability, remember, if it is a long-term liability, it goes to financial activity part C. Similarly, current liabilities goes to operating activity. When you come to asset side, all current assets goes to operating activity, all fixed assets goes to investment activity. There will be three parts in the cash flow statement which already I told you. A, cash from operating activity. B, cash from investment activity. C, cash from financial activity. Now, take the net profit 55,000. From this part, see, cash from operating activity is a combination of P&L adjustment account and schedule of changes in working capital which prepares in the fund flow statement. First, I will take the net profit here 55,000. Whatever you debit in the P&L adjustment account in the fund flow statement are to be added back to this, that is called to be non-cash or non-operating expenses. The expenses which does not affect our cash inflows and outflows are called to be non-cash or non-operating expenses. Loss on sale of machinery is a non-operating expenses. Depreciation provision is a non-cash or non-operating expenses 19,000. Apart from this, there is no any other item. There is a loss on sale of machinery and depreciation provision. When you add up all this, 84,000 is the total minus non-cash or non-operating income, whatever we used to credit in the fund flow statement, P&L adjustment account has to be deducted here. Non-cash or non-operating incomes, there is no any incomes minus if there is any income. The final results will be operating profit before working capital changes. In case of fund flow statement, we call it as fund from operation. Here it is called as operating profit before working capital changes. From here onwards up to this part, it will be the combination of schedule of changes in working capital. Increase in current liability and decrease in current asset leads to inflow of cash. When cash comes in, it is to be added. When cash goes out, we have to minus. Increase in current liability, decrease in current asset, receive the cash. We are going to receive the cash. Here we have two items. Creditors is increased by 4,000, stock is decreased by 10,000, totally 14,000 inflow of cash. So there is a don't take cash here, cash and bank balance, that will be taken at the end of the fund flow statement. Here we take, apart from cash and bank balance, rest all current assets and current liabilities are to be considered. Increase in creditors, decrease in stock, totally 14,000. Total of these two comes to 98,000. decrease in current liability and increase in current asset. When current liabilities are decreasing and current assets are increasing, it is outflow of cash, cash goes out. So here we have only one item, debtors 20,000 is a minus value. You can just look at here, creditors is the only current liability, 50,000 to 54,000, increased by 4,000, inflow of cash. Bank loan, that is loan from bank, and Mrs. Chaitra's loan is a long-term liability that goes to financial activity. Capital also goes to financial activity. On the asset side, cash, except cash, rest all we have to take. Debtors 40 to 60,000, so it is increased. When current assets are increasing, it is a outflow of cash. 20,000 is increased, it is to be minus. And stock 45,000, 35,000, decrease in stock by 10,000, inflow of cash. Now the final answer, cash from operating activity A is 78,000. This is part A. Part A is nothing but combination of P&L adjustment account and schedule of changes in working capital, whatever you prepare in the fund flow statement. The second part is cash from investment activity. In the case of investment activity, purchase and sale of fixed assets are to be considered. We don't take current assets because already current assets we have taken in the operating activity. Here only the fixed asset changes. Here we have sale of machinery. Just look at the machinery account, whatever we prepare. We sold the machinery for 6,000, cash comes in, inflow of cash. Similarly, in the machinery account, purchase of machinery is also there. That is, we calculated as a balancing figure 10,000 rupees, cash goes out, purchase of machinery 10,000. Apart from that, you have land 40 to 55,000. When land is increasing, it is assumed to be purchased. Purchase of land 15,000, the difference. The building again 25 to 54,000. Purchase of building 29,000. So we purchased machinery 10,000, land 15,000, building 29,000, by which cash goes up, and we sold 6,000 rupees machinery, cash comes in. Add these three and deduct 6,000. The final answer is negative value 48,000. That is called to be cash from investment activity part B. We calculated cash from operating activity part A and investment activity part B. Now, third part is cash from financial activity. In the cash from financial activity, we consider only the long-term liabilities. So, cash from financial activity. Before you take the other items, just look at the capital account prepared. There we have drawings, amount withdrawn by the proprietor. Drawings minus value. When he withdraws the money from the business, cash goes out. He has drawn 27,000, negative value 27,000. Apart from that, we have loan from bank 50 and 60,000. 50,000 is increased to 60. That means we have borrowed 10,000 rupees loan during the year. 10,000 rupees is to be added here. And then we have Mrs. Chaitra's loan 25,000 to nil. That means we have paid 25,000 rupees loan to Chaitra. Chaitra's loan paid 25,000. When long-term liability is increasing, inflow of cash. When long-term liability is decreasing, outflow of cash. It is just opposite to the fixed asset. When fixed assets is increasing, outflow of cash. When fixed assets are decreasing, it may be sales or it may be depreciation, depends upon the adjustment. So now we get net cash flow, net cash financing activity 42,000. Net cash from financing activity C 42,000, negative value. Net cash flow A plus B plus C. A we have a positive value, B and C we have a negative value. Out of A, if you deduct these two, again we get a negative value of 12,000 rupees. Excess outflow of cash during the previous year. To that we are going to add opening cash balance. I told you while preparing the operating activity, don't take the cash and bank balance which has to be considered here. So opening cash balance 20,000, 20,000 minus 12,000, this will be equivalent to closing balance of cash. You just look at your problem. Cash balance at the beginning is 20 and closing 8,000. When this amount is matching with your balance sheet value, then your answer is correct. Please like, share and subscribe my video. Thank you. Some of the book I published for BCom and BBA of BCU and BO for Skyward and Sapna Book House. Please make use of it.